Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all are fine. I'm your English teacher and today I'm going to discuss with you lecture number 1 of unit number 6 and the name of the unit is Careful Hands. Now this lecture is about introduction of the story and here are some characters of the story first. First one word is grandmother and grandmother is a character. Grandmother is the mother of your father or mother and she is Hans' grandmother and loves his grandmother and he usually used to visit his grandmother's house. Next one is mother and she is Hans' mother. Third one is Hans and Hans is a very little boy and he is very foolish boy. Dog and dog is a minor character in the story. Now here are some keywords and here are some highlighted and prominent words which I have selected from your story so that you can understand the whole story very easily. And here are some words. First one word is cottage. Meaning of cottage is small house. Next one is hay. Meaning of hay is dried grass. The next one is Germany. And the meaning of Germany is a country in Europe. Needle. Needle is a pointed thing which has hole or eye for thread and it is used in sewing. Spoon. Spoon is a thing which is using for eating something. Sleeve is a part of a garment. Puppy. Puppy is a baby of a dog. And the last one is butter. Butter is a dairy product. Now students, I am going to tell you about the whole story now and this story is very interesting. Hope you all will enjoy it a lot and Hans make 5 blunder mistakes in the story. First, at the beginning of the story, you will see Hans is going to visit his grandmother's house. Here is his Hans' grandmother and Hans is moving to his grandmother's house, where his grandmother gave him a needle and he put the needle in the hay cart and he moved behind the cart. He was very excited, but when he reached home and find out the needle, but there was no any needle in the hay because hay is a very little thing and the needle is also a very little thing, is a very tiny thing and nobody can find any needle, any small thing in the hay. So after this happening, his mother rebuked him and his mother that you are a very foolish boy, you should put the needle in your sleeve. And the students again next week and again moved to his grandmother's house and this time his grandmother gave him a spoon and he make a blunder mistake again and he put the spoon in his sleeve. But where is spoon? When he reached home, there was no any spoon because spoon is a thing which can't be stayed there and it had fallen out on his way to home. The spoon was lost. When he reached home, his mother again rebuked him and she said, "You are a very foolish boy and you should put the spoon in your pocket." Now, for the next time, he will use for blunder his pocket and he again moved to his grandmother's house and here is a dog and here is a puppy. Puppy is a baby of a dog and Hans played the little puppy with his grandmother's house and in the afternoon he said his granny, "Can I take this puppy at home?" His grandmother said, "Yes, but look after it very carefully," said his grandmother and Hans stuffed the puppy into his pocket. Now students, think about it. It is a foolish thing now because puppy is a living thing and any living thing can't be survive in a pocket. When he reached home, the puppy just about to die, and his mother again rebuked him that, Hans, you are always a foolish boy. You should put the puppy along with a string and try to do better things. After some days, Hans again moved to his grandmother's house, and this time his grandmother gave him a piece of meat. And now every student think about what Hans did with the meat. The same thing he did make at the time. He tied the meat with a string and dragged it along behind him. The puppy followed Hans and nibbled all the meat. When Hans got home, he had no meat, and this time again his mother rebuked him that you should have put it in a piece of paper and put the packet on your head, said his mother. Now, the next week, Hans' grandmother gave him some butter. Hans wrapped the butter in some paper and put the packet on his head. When he reached home, his mother looked at him and cried out, What is all that yellow stuff on your head and back? All the butter was melted in the sun, and his mother again rebuked him, and she was just shouting at the time, You are a foolish boy. Hans, you are a just foolish boy. Now students, the moral lesson of the story is this. Don't make the foolish things. Be wise, and you should act upon your mother or your elders' advice so that you can make all the things better. Now it is requested to all students, please read out the all story 5 times a day, and also focus on pronunciation and the grammatical words, and I will discuss with you in our next lecture inshallah, which is about reading. We will meet soon. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.